Shinakite Sakuachanaka Chakawana. Man, that feels good. The sun, that breeze, that oneness. Coming back to self. Myself. My God self. More ways than one. The abstract God self that you are, creator of your reality. And the other God, the literal God, the ones you heard about in stories, the mythologies. It seems we're about to find out realistically about all those mythologies we've only read about, they only made movies about. The truth, something that's gonna be so hard to comprehend, because the reality you've been given makes it seem like such things aren't true. I get it. Definitely get it. That's the whole point of this. God's reawakening and coming back full force. I'm 34 right now. Spent most of my life, wasn't until I was 30 till I finally cracked on that 2019. Someone's built up trauma finally exploded in the mind. It was that surmounting pressure I needed to shine some light through, to break through. Been clouded and shrouded in darkness. But it's time to return to the sun, to what is right. What you would call holy. Kuna chinika na wana na akwata ishta kumata ishtu keata. Akana, akana. Zifu kona mashita. Kisi kitano kwati yeshi. Shia kona. Time to wake up indeed. Cluck the rooster. Rooster the roosters? What is, I don't know. Said loudly and clearly and unapologetically. I will strut, and this is my voice. I will be true to thyself. What a great model to live by. To walk proudly into oneself. First you gotta know self. Self is elusive. You think you caught up with it, but only a shadow, a mark left behind, a clue to let you know something else was there. What was it? And that's what you gotta figure out. Go on that journey within. It's a difficult battle. There's so much you up against you didn't even know you was up against. A wolf in sheep's clothing. It's quite maddening, really. It does make you lose your mind. And that's the whole point. Is to get you to crack. But you gotta crack for the better. To crack for the better. Holy shit. You gotta do the self-work. You gotta get to a point where you gotta say enough is enough. I can't take this shit no more. It's too fucking much. It's too fucking much. Stop. There's nature reminder to get you to remember who you are, to remind you to walk proudly and to strut. And that's the shit you gotta come to terms with. There's so much inside you need to answer, to find, to make amends with, to find yourself again. Oh, shit. This is what they want to hide from you. Your greatness of who you are. You can see what I see. I see perseverance. I see strength like no other. You are still here. You have to see that counts for something. See how strong you are. Amongst all the bullshit, you are still here. What's that say about you? Can I keep God from God? God always finds a way back. And back shall God come in full force. God, she is good. The black woman is God. Big Mama herself in all her glory. And that's why she is the most oppressed. To rid of God and the devil, Satan shall play. And plain is he. Plays a mean, dirty game. And if I am God and the devil exists, is only my other half, my shadow self. And I am the creator of all, the Alpha, the Omega. And I am that miraculous myself. It is only that I shall be my undoing. My unwitting. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. We saw the new Loki episode. I mean, he was getting pushed and pulled through time. It's like that. When you're trying to find yourself, the truth get back to you. It's a lot. He done a fucking mind fuck on us, man. Walk around, think I'm human. Think I ain't nothing. And my people are internally doomed for less than a life. It's not even a life. It's fucking servitude. It's fucking... Yeah. Life get messy sometimes, y'all. See, that's not... Oh, shit. Just pick ourselves back up and we're good. Gotta strut, strut, strut. We all just need a hug, man. Nobody there to really hug us. Tell us actually gonna be okay. It don't seem like shit is okay. It's always some shit, some bullshit. Day to day. You're just trying to survive, make it through. Do right by yourself, do right by your neighbor. You think you are, but you ain't. You ain't. even if you want to get mad at certain people, they only are a handful compared to the majority. So it's always the majority who wins out on something and sets the paradigm. It's just those very few, very manipulative and persuasive, to get us to not even question being that soldier, just following orders. We are good little soldiers. Just because you don't carry a gun don't mean you ain't a good little soldier who's gonna get somebody killed. Most importantly, your soul, your spirit, your identity. Identity is everything. If it wasn't, you wouldn't have so goddamn much identification telling who the fuck you are all the time. Like, who that? To think, man. Yeah, I was just watching, the Inside Job last night, man. Whew, they call it Inside Job. Bro, the shit they put out in front of us that tells the truth. And we just don't know. We just kind of like, oh, they glossed over. Just shows how mind fucked we are. Unless you're really in the know. Unless you're really tapped in. Most of us ain't even tapping because you haven't even caught the beat. You're just kind of just moving. Just kind of just moving. Dragons. Dragons in the air. Some vultures. We got some pelicans too. I think I saw a peregrine the other day. Yesterday. I want to show y'all this view, but I'm trying to give out feedback for the fucking system. To get to this level of freedom, free thought, just to break through. This is what they don't want, y'all. This is what they don't want. They want you to stay asleep. In this shock system of a fucking life. Where you just frozen. You don't even do anything. You just autopilot. You're just moving along. We all just fucking moving along. We don't know why. What are we even working toward? Advancements in civilization. It's like, I mean, technologically, we look like, oh shit. We should be like a top civilization. Then you look socially. And it's like, how did they don't line up? How can we have the idea of being so connected digitally so we can connect socially. But how can we be so disconnected socially? Two don't match up. I mean, and that's the illusion too, man. It's all relative on who you are, how you live. Yeah, growing up like in America, just like that illusion. It's fucking the Olympics. I call it the Olympics. Like how they go to all these different places and like build it up. And they control the optics. Or like, oh look, from the TV, you know, the box, the gaze that they want you to see, how they want you to see it. You ain't seeing behind the scenes. You ever work on the set? There's a ton of people behind the scenes that you won't even know is there. They make it like you look at editing, watching a movie, so smooth sailing, like you in the universe. It's like you couldn't even tell there was 40 other people in the room. It looks so perfect, continuous, like well thought out. And it is well thought out. Has to be well thought out for us to buy the illusion. I wish I had some tissue. It's actually a good thing. Gotta get that mucus out. The mucus is what it's all the sickness. That's what Dr. Sebi was talking about. I need to research more of him. I bought a diet book, juice book, but didn't get to grab it before I went on the run. Yeah, I said on the run. Because once you start to wake up more, it does open you up to a whole new life. Actually finding out what's there and not there. To get to the point I am now, y'all, oh my gosh. I became a real life spy. It sounds like a fucking movie. But then we watch life as it's just a fucking movie. It is actual fucking movie. You in a fucking movie. You about to be that character. It's like, wait, this is real? That is real? Yup. Cause that's how mind fucked you've done. Been done. They did it. It's literally a shock to your reality. Reality ain't what you think it is, more than what you think it is. They've been showing you. It's just the two didn't correlate from what you've seen on TV or heard about or read about. So it makes it seem like it's not true. But if you don't understand the reality in what you're in and how it works, then you can easily be duped. Yeah. Working on my lotus pose. But sitting cross-legged for so long, oh man. It's hard, y'all. You gotta build up that strength, that elasticity, and also that sit cross-legged for like, try doing that for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. You tight. Most of us got sedentary lifestyles of these office jobs. About to be not office jobs with AI. Like, and that's another mind fuck. We all know how fucked up the system is. It don't work, but under the illusion when it do work, it's like, all right, this is pretty cool. I got all relative. You know, you got some running water. You can go to the grocery store. There's hospitals. You definitely saw when they got interrupted when COVID happened. Fucking shut down on a global scale. It's like something that big. It's like, what the fuck? The pandemic. You don't actually know what's going on. That fucking shit was fake. Just to move some agenda. The top secret elite. Alien. Satanic. Fuckery. I know. There's somebody else on the internet. But, oh man. To go even more into the mind fuck, you don't even want to consider it, you know? You're just like, nope. Either you know of it and you don't want to deal with it, or you just be like, you're so arrogant you can't even think something, it's not real. But who taught you? They did. You went to their schools, you go to their jobs. Taking your free will, but because you got choices, it's their choices. Why are we still picking their choices? We see their choices ain't right. Just like especially America, just like look at like who's in office. It's like a bunch of big bratty teenage children. Like, and we accept this. We find it acceptable. We like pay them attention. We're like, if you don't like somebody, stop paying attention to them. Don't mean they'll necessarily go away, but give them less power. They made that shit look cool, man. I mean, think about it. Wait. I'm about to have low battery over here. God dang it. Well, there'll be more of this. There'll be more. Maybe if I remember, it still have the energy and pick up where this left off, but yeah. Oh, energy. Everything's energy. As you see, well, you couldn't see. I got a 20%, but I gotta walk down. There's nowhere to plug in. It's too beautiful outside. I'm loving this energy. Be somewhere sunny. It's fucking October. And warm. It's revitalizing. Yeah, I gotta get that sun. Well, not all of you. It ain't good for all of you. But the neuromelanated gods and goddesses, Big Mama, Black Woman herself, God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to my spirits, guides, ancestors for guiding me, keeping me protected. It's a very hard path, y'all. It ain't easy. It ain't easy because, like I said, you got some forces keeping you down more than you know. I was going to say real quick, I guess, before my battery goes down, we needed that time during the pandemic to slow down, but nobody was there to hold our hand. Children, the blind leading the blind, children teaching children. Nobody was there to hold our hand. We needed that time to break from the system. That's what we need to do again. We need to go off the system. It's killing us. It's literally killing us, and it's bringing about the fucking biblical times. Literally. What you think all this shit is? What has been wrong must be made right. And the truth must come out. You can't live in lies. It's destructive. It's a virus. How can you live on lies when it's all deception? The system's supposed to thrive off that. Think how much hurt you've been through or you're going through. You want to feel that? Like, on a constant basis and not know how to process that and get better? The system got to change. The whole shit got to change. How you expect to get better if the very thing that's causing you pain is trying to fix you, offering the problem and the solution? Like, if you don't play the game, you don't plug. That's your freedom right there. Not that it won't cost you. You see what they're willing to do to put you in the thing. So you gotta come to terms. You might have to do that to break shackles. Somebody trying to kill you, like, especially somebody helping. Like, talk, run away, defend all you want, but if they gonna track you down and do everything to do it until you done, you gonna keep running? You gonna stand your ground? You like, all right, it's time to pull up, it's time to show up, it's time to strut and walk your shit, you know? To find that, all the shit you gotta let go of, work through, about to what's about to happen, already happening, what you about to find out. Oh my gosh, it's just like this reality of what it actually is. It's hard to gonna come to terms with, and that's just how it is. That's life. Either it is or it isn't. True, false, one and zeros, a binary. There's in between, but you definitely gotta know what is and what ain't. That's how you move forward. That's how you survive, adapt. This ain't the life we all living right now. Ain't even that. It's just need to go back to nature. We are nature. The universe. That balance, that oneness. We're so far from ourselves. That's why we live in this lie. it's also the truth. That duality. It's paradoxical. I mean, you think about life and death, and it's like, why go through life if you're just going to die? But even that is just a concept, not even real, a lie. It's an experience, because we all are the universe, oneness, a reflection of self. Where you came from before you were born is where you go back to, so why fear it? This is just an experience. But this experience does have a grand effect over it all. It's not to say it don't matter, because it do. It's just not the end all be all, you know. More than two things can be true at the same time, and they don't even make sense. Because you're not even supposed to alleviate your shadow side, you're supposed to integrate it. That's that reflection, that checks and balances, ones and zeros, to let you know things you gotta work on. If you just constantly going thinking you're all fine without checking in. And this is the life we get when we don't fucking check in. Just running the car. The check engine light on. You see it on. You just keep pushing it. Yeah, we'll make it. Yeah. We'll be alright. You so delusional. That's been known since you bought the car. You probably had the car for like, the car is a representation of your life, so your whole life. So see how old you are. If you 60 and haven't checked in, then you got a lot to check in on. You know, got a lot to check in on. I guess even if you're a baby for some people, because reincarnation coming back is some shit you gotta check in on, but you don't know you gotta check in on it because you've been made to believe a whole nother reality. You accepted the reality you were given. You don't check in to question it. Some of us do. It's not to say. That's why you got people out here now. That's why you got the term conspiracy theory. Just to, somebody checking in. Somebody got to. They're trying to help you and let you know, but you're too arrogant because the system plays a mean, dirty game, as is said, to get you to believe in what the fuck they want you to believe. And goddamn. I mean, because there's magic involved, y'all. Real magic. Like, warlocks, witchcraft. Like, you deal with gods and aliens and, you deal with the universe. What you think the universe could do? You accepted all this, like you grew from a fucking microscopic, from the woman, the man, and to all you are now. There's some big motherfuckers out there. You think you grew from like microscopic to that? Like you accept that, so accept that. You accept gravity, even though it ain't real. It's density. You accept that. Or the earth is not flat. It's round. Like, even that you don't even think about, man. If it's round, take a sphere and put any object on it, it's gonna stand oriented to that arc it's on. And a floating ball of water finds its level. It's like, because it's spinning fast in gravity. It's like, how are we not crushed then? And like, if you in like at the equator or like on south of the world, you upside down right now. Have you been to Australia or South Africa? I haven't been there, but or y'all standing upside down? Your body knows when it's out of disoriented. Its own gyroscopic axis, you know? It knows. It's just simple shit like that we don't even think about, man. It's just so obvious in front of our faces. It's like, what? Yeah, it's a lot to make sense of. It will crack your mind. Crack your fucking mind. Man, it took some energy. It's hard to get to too. Like, to be authentic on camera. It's like, it's so false. This digital, artificial reflection of self. It's not how I'm supposed to self-reflect. Especially in today's world where perception is everything, even though it is wrong. Well, not wrong, but more than meets the eye. That's where you have to go in, tap into the third eye. Once you tap in that third eye, then you can tap into your other eyes too. You got 9 of them, apparently. Recalling, remembering all this stuff. It's like I said. An amnesia, brainwashed. Accepting the reality you were given without checking in. But your soul remembers. That's why you got this fight. That's why you're sad. You're repressing shit. It knows something checking in for you. You gotta do that consciously though. You know, you got fail safes. But soul had enough. Angels had enough. God had enough. Big Mama had enough. All this shit gotta stop. It just gotta stop. And that can be done peacefully, or it can be done like this. If we all just fucking just stop like we did in the pandemic, like you see, we all the ones that's the problem. Every one of us. We the ones going to these jobs, buying the food, watching entertainment, watching the news. You know what's going on? Why is that? Because you listening to the wrong people, ain't listening to yourself, finding out who you are, finding out that this whole thing is not sustainable. Because if it was, got motherfuckers blowing up each other over some land that ain't even theirs. It's ours. Stolen from the gods, goddesses. planet Kai Tiamat. Sovereign beings, prisoners of spiritual warfare. If you don't know it's your shit, somebody else can easily come in and say it's their shit. It's even in the history books, they even admit it, like, you stole your shit. Like, that's how gangsta it is. It's like, yeah, we came over and stole your shit, but we still here and our shit still is top dog running the world and stuff like that. We admitted it, but we ain't doing nothing, like reparations, like nothing back. That's how you know it's a lie. Slavery ain't over. It just got digitized. The best slave is the slave that don't know they a slave. That's why you get mind fucked, spiritually fucked, emotionally fucked, physically fucked. That's why all this nasty ass shit going on. Trauma, 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 trauma. Don't know what to make sense of what. You don't even know we yelling at you, saying you a fuck up. I'm a fuck up too. Bunch of children running around without parents. But the parents have returned. A reawakening. Coming here, already here. That's why you got fucking UFO sightings. They create a space force. You know? The truth shall always come to light. Now we in that light. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Takofu malashti. Akanawa ta umuna kitaste. Ashfua kama. Ako amal.